When we think of Norse mythology, we usually start at the end. We picture Ragnarok, the apocalyptic, world-shattering war where the gods of Asgard make their final stand against the invading frost giants and the fire demons of Muspelheim. Understanding this final battle requires rewinding the clock past human history and the Earth's creation, all the way back to a time of absolute nothingness. This ancient conflict between these two forces is a tragic family feud, born from the exact same accidental spark of life. This represents the primordial void known as Ginnungagap, the yawning abyss. It was an empty space waiting to be filled. At the northern extreme sat Niflheim, a frozen wasteland of heavy mist and 11 poisonous rivers solidifying into creeping glaciers. To the south was Muspelheim, an expanse of roaring heat and flying sparks, guarded by Surt. These two extremes eventually met. Glaciers pushed south while sparks blew north, causing the two elements to collide in the central abyss. The Norse universe began with a chaotic elemental reaction. In the center of the yawning void, the warm southern winds caused the poisonous northern ice to sweat and melt. These melting drops of toxic water inexplicably catalyzed into the first form of life. From this toxic elemental mixture came Ymir, a humanoid entity as massive as a mountain range and the ancestor of every frost giant. The common ancestor of all monsters was a byproduct of the universe's first thermodynamic accident. Sustaining the giant was Audhumbla, a cosmic, hornless cow whose milk provided Ymir with nourishment. Audhumbla found her own food by licking the salt from the blocks of primordial rime ice. As the cow licked the ice, a figure gradually emerged. On the first day, she uncovered a man's hair, on the second, his head, and by the third, his entire body was revealed. This was Buri, the ancestor of the Aesir gods and the grandfather of Odin. Both the ruling gods and the giants they are destined to fight were thawed from the exact same frozen block. These diverging bloodlines shaped the Norse cosmos. Ymir's lineage produced the chaotic Jotnar, while Buri's descendants formed the structured hierarchy of the gods. Gods and giants are not separate forces, but intertwined families locked in a cycle of conflict they did not choose. This creation is a narrative of biological survival in an environment of harsh physical extremes. This myth mirrors the brutal reality of the Viking worldview, a universe born from the violent clash of elemental extremes.